If you did not get a chance, there are handouts here on the corner. There's also multiple sign-in sheets around the room. There's not just this one. So there's multiple sheets. The first thing I have to tell you all, because I'm really excited about this, when your kids come in this room, they put their cell phones in here for the whole period. I'm telling you, this has been life-changing, okay? Not only are they focused, they're paying attention, that's not even my main reason. Honestly, my main reason for doing it is because they talk to each other. There's conversation that goes on. If we have like a down moment for a minute where we're not doing anything, they're talking, and that is like magic. Okay, anyway, I just thought you all should know that. So the first thing that I like to tell my parents on back to school night is something that I, as a parent, I'm now starting to go to back to school nights for my own children, and from the parent perspective, something that one of my children, his teacher said that I really appreciated, and so I want to say it to you because it is true. When your kids come to this class, they are coming to a teacher who loves to be here, okay? I love teaching chemistry. I love this age group, this ability group. It gives me a thrill. So they are coming to a place with somebody that's happy to see them and is going to give them 100% effort. As a parent, I appreciated my son's teacher saying that, and it's true for me too, so I wanted you all to know that. This is obviously a college level course. Okay, it is college level chemistry. I realize that these students, however, are not college students. They don't have that mature experience yet. So it's college level material with a high school level spin to it. And I'm not sure if you have been informed of this or not, but your kids have the privilege of being enrolled in probably one of the top 3 most difficult courses in the building. Okay, so it's very tough. Okay, we move fast. We do difficult material. She's got a phone. I should put it in the pockets. No, I'm kidding. I'm kidding.
It's my husband. I'll blame you.
No, it's fine. That's fine. You know, I teach the course to get the kids ready for the AP exam in May, but that is not my, sole focus. Most of my students in here are juniors, some seniors, mostly juniors, and the junior year is a real year of growth for students. For some of them, they have been very successful all through 9th and 10th grade, and they get to some of their junior year classes, and they're tough, they're challenged, okay? So, yes, I teach to get them to the AP exam, but I also teach them how to be independent thinkers, okay? Kids that can think outside the box, kids that can work together, okay? They work in groups a lot, okay? And they rely on each other. When we're doing practice problems, they're talking to each other, they're bouncing ideas off. It's to teach them how to be more independent learners, honestly. So that's one of my big focuses. On back to school night, I like to give parents really 3 pieces of advice. 3 pieces. Here's number 1. Number 1, if you see your child struggling with AP Chem, get help now. Don't wait, okay? Encourage them to come and see me. Talk to me. Tell me what's going on, okay? The reason I say don't wait is because what we learn in chapter 1, we're going to use in chapter 2. What we learn in chapters 1 and 2, we're going to use in chapter 3. It's a very sequential course. And what I see is, for whatever reason, kids are sometimes hesitant to get help, and then they get to January, and now we're in a crisis situation. Okay? Send them to me, all right? There are, Oakton has a great tutoring program, student tutors, students that are mostly seniors who have taken AP Chemistry and did very well. I have private tutors that I can recommend, one in particular I always recommend. But come to me first. I'm free, okay? All right? But it's also good, let's keep that communication going. If you feel like your kid is struggling, let me know or have your child come and talk to me. Second piece of advice, the best way that this course operates is little bits at a time, okay? The way I run things, if we're covering, let's say, chapter 8, the kids know what problems for chapter 8 they are required to do for that homework, and it's not due for 2 weeks. I'm not assigning problems every night. They have these 20 problems, they're due 2 weeks from now. What I see happen is they leave it till the night before it's due, and now we're staying up until 4 a.m. Okay, and they come in with dark circles under their eyes, and they're turning in this piece of paper, and they don't even know what they wrote because it was the middle of the night and they were delirious. Okay, that doesn't do anybody any good. Okay, if they can do a few problems, maybe not even every night, but like every other night, that's the ideal. It gives your brain time to process that information. You need that time. Their brains need that time. Okay, so encourage them to do little bits at a time. Third piece of advice is the most difficult. From a parent perspective, I get it. This is the hardest one. The piece of advice is be patient, back up, let them struggle a little bit. Okay? I get that as a parent that is really hard to do. Okay? Maybe your child has been an A student all 9th and 10th grade, and then maybe they get a C on the first test. It's okay. It's all right. Okay? Just back up a little bit. Okay? What I see, and I've been teaching this class for 14 years now, and it is really powerful. Okay? To see kids struggle and figure a way out on their own. Okay? If somebody's telling them, oh no, this is what you need to do, this is what you need to be doing, it's not as effective as when a student figures out on their own the best way to manage their time, the best way to study, the best way to manage these problem sets that can take hours to complete if you did it all in one setting. Okay? It's a life skill, honestly. So I know it's hard. As parents, we want to swoop in. We see them struggling. We want to stop the struggle. Let them struggle a little bit, not a lot. Okay? If you see your child staying up till 4 a.m. every night and there's tears and we're crying every night, no. That's not what I'm talking about. Okay? If they're getting slightly lower grades than they're used to, it's okay. It's probably not going to stay that way. Okay? Typically over the course of the year, the grades kind of slowly go like this. They creep up. Okay? So those are my pieces of advice. Let's get to the nuts and bolts. Okay? You may or may not be aware, your children may or may not have told you, I have a YouTube channel. All of my lessons are filmed. Every single one. They could go home tonight if they wanted to and watch the entire year on double speed if they wanted to. They're not going to do that. Why would they do that? Okay? But that's available. Great for if they're ever absent or they're on a field trip, whatever. Really great resource. Second thing I really recommend is getting some kind of a prep book. I personally like Barron's. The Princeton Review is probably the other most popular one. The author of the Princeton Review one, not great. Okay? Okay. I like this one. If you don't want to buy it, you can get it at the library. Check it out. The year or the edition actually doesn't even matter. As long as it's 2013 or later, you're good, because they changed the curriculum of right around 2013. I see a lot of kids use these in April and May, right before the AP exam. Use it all year long.
It is 8:37. That concludes our back to school night. Thank you all so much for coming. If you need any help